I'd been watching MotoGP for a long, long time because I wanted to race bikes. Actually, I wanted to race motocross bikes.
Yes.
As a kid. And I was watching Formula One on the weekends, but I always loved bikes. And my dad would never let me get a bike. But there were other drivers who had bikes on the weekends. So when I was not out on track, I was in the back, in the field, riding on a motocross bike. I think it was a PW80 or something like that.
Yes.
So this is what and my dad never let me have one. So I was like, one day if I make some money, I'm going to get a motocross bike. And then, but I never dreamed that I would get onto a track, riding the bikes that do what you do. It's phenomenal.
Is very interesting because my story is a little bit the opposite, because I start with the go-kart.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because my father raced with motorcycle until 82.
Okay.
And after he stopped with the motorcycle and he started with the cars. So when I growing up, I always follow Graziano with the cars. And I start with the go-kart.
Okay.
And
where in Italy? Which tracks?
In Italy, like we race in Parma.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same place. Yeah. Yesterday, no, 3 days ago, we go to train with a go-kart.
Really?
Yes, in 100 kilometers south from Tavuglia. And it's a place where you race. And,
what is the name?
Yes, it's Corridonia.
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 Oh, wow.
And
jeez, I don't remember. This is a long, long time ago.
Yeah, and they say to me that you were in the team with Rosberg.
Yeah.
Yes, and you raced there, and in that time you raced for an Italian go-kart factory, and you come to
CRG.
Yes, you come to Corridonia to make the test, and you make the test in that track together with Rosberg.
Yeah.
So it was interesting. Anyway, I raced with the kart for 3-4 years, and after in Italy arrived the mini bikes. And I push a lot of my father, because also Graziano want, they say, with the car, yes, but not with the motorcycle, because Graziano have a lot of crash, a lot of injury in his career, so he's scared, like your father.
Yeah.
But arrive mini bikes, and I push a lot on Graziano.
Which is the mini bikes?
The mini bikes is coming
like
from...
the pocket ones?
Yes, pocket bike, coming from Japan.
Yeah.
In 89.
Yeah.
And in the Christmas of '89, I had the first mini bike. Wow. And so I start also with mini bike, and at the end I race with the motorcycle. Fortunately,
yeah.
I say.
Yeah.
Because with the go-kart I was not so bad, but I'm better with the bikes for sure.
I think it's exactly the same for me.
Exactly.
I'm lucky that my dad didn't let me go the bike way. Or motocross. If I go motocross, I think I'm much better on four wheels.
Yeah. I think that we do the right choice. Yeah.
Definitely. I think they're similar, but there are quite a lot of different. The technique is obviously different. The lines are, from a driver's perspective, seeing the lines is similar, but the lines are different. The trajectories are different for you as they are to me. Braking points are different, but the feel is very, very similar in the sense of chasing the time. You're trying to improve the little small increments you make, but obviously the car is much bigger. Yeah,
for me, when I try the Formula One, is exactly the same feeling, because from 0 to 100, the Formula One is same than MotoGP.
Yeah.
So the feeling that you have when the bike and the car accelerate is the same.
Yeah.
But the difference is that with the car you can go a lot faster in the corners.
Yeah, and you can take more risk.
Yes, with the car, I think is more difficult manage the speed, because you are a lot faster in the corner. With the bike, you have to manage some other things like the position and the lack of grip, because the tire are smaller, etc. Yeah. So, but the feeling is similar.
The one thing I noticed really different is the approach to the corner. So, in the car, from braking at 180 meters. Modulating the brake to make sure that you hit the apex at the right speed. This happens very, very quickly. And on the bike, you have a little bit more time.
More time.
Because you brake earlier. Yeah. So you have more time and you can be a little bit more patient. But then the exits and again, the positioning.
Yeah.
So that all these different other technical things come in. So it's quite a lot different, I would say, in that aspect.
Surtees make something incredible, no? And he's the only man.
Only.
Yeah. I don't know if he now, in this time, in the modern time, is possible. Because maybe you need an entire life to be strong with the motorcycle or with the car. So I don't know if you have enough time to do both.
Is it something you wish do you wish that when you started testing in Formula 1, is it something you wanted to race or not?
At a certain point, I was quite close.
Really?
Yes. Is at the end of 2006, I think seriously.
Really?
And after, you need to make a program to drive another car before, or to be the test driver.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that is very, very interesting and a great adventure, but difficult.
Yeah.
And also, for me, I'm not able to achieve the same result with the cars than with the bikes. And also, I was not ready to stop with the bike.
Of course.
Really.
You can't do both.
No,
but
no,
he
no,
did.
no.
He was doing both at the same time back then, so.
And now it's impossible because you make 22 races, we make 20, so the weekend are finished.
Yeah, of course. There's already too many.
Yeah, already too many.
It's crazy, I think back then, because they did different classes, and in cars, they were doing Group C and Formula 1, and they were mixing in different series.
Yes, yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
For me, it's possible, maybe try to race with the cars. I want to go, but not at the level of Formula 1. Yeah. You can make it with the normal cars.
Well, you're doing the rally.
Yeah, or the rally. Yeah.
Well, I think for me, it's just, I turned pro at 22 in 2007. So
turn pro, it means Formula 1?
Formula 1, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's crazy, because you actually, well, in
for
MotoGP,
us,
you counted.
I am a 9-time world champion, but also with the 125 and 250.
Okay.
And you count just
only in
Formula 1.
Yeah.
And you won before have Formula 2? Or
GP2,
GP2?
Formula 3,
okay.
and
you won?
Formula Renault, yeah.
Okay, but don't count. For us, it's more easy.
Yeah. That I wondered, but it's because those are world championships also, aren't they? Yeah. For us, it's not world champions. You're mostly doing Europe and maybe a couple of Asian races, maybe. But I think when I was younger, I think when you're young, you're just ruthless and energetic, and I guess your respect level continues to grow as you realize how tough it is, at least for me, how tough it is to continue on your grind, to continue to learn, to deliver like the other great drivers in the past have done, like Michael and Ayrton. So I think as I've got older and older, I've just appreciated that more, and there's no fast track for experience and that knowledge.
Yeah.
So 13 years later, if I knew now what I knew when I was 22, maybe I would have won more championships, probably. Definitely, probably in 2007 I would have won. But now I look back at the young guys and I know what they're going through, and I can imagine the difficulties that they'll be facing and the different journey they'll be on. But it's quite a drastic difference for me 13 years later as opposed to my first year. How about you?
For me, in our sport, in MotoGP, the rivals, the younger riders change very much. From I start with the 500. The first year was in 2000, so it's mean 20 years ago. And
I was in Formula A, karting.
Yes.
I was racing around Palmer in Formula A.
You are from 85?
85,
no, so you have 6 years less than me?
Yeah.
Okay, 6 years younger. And for me now the level is higher for the preparation. Now all the riders are athletes and make all the life for race with motorcycle and training a lot more.
Yeah.
At the beginning was not like this.
Really?
Was a little bit more romantic, you know, more passion side.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so now it's different. And like you said, is very difficult for us. So for me, that I'm quite old compared to them, because at the beginning, when you are young, everything is more natural.
Of course.
So everything comes.
Your natural talent.
Yeah. You don't know why.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And for me, I need to work more to try to understand what I do, to try to find a way to be stronger.
Yeah.
And it's not easy because become a work.
Yeah.
So you need to have motivation.
Of course.
Okay. At the beginning, everything is good. You enjoy. You go.
You love doing what you do.
Yeah. You are fast naturally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so this is a big difference, but is a good challenge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's interesting watching I'm assuming the riders constantly evolve. you know, when a new generation comes through, they have a different approach to how they race or how they approach the corners, their braking techniques, all these different things.
Also the different technique to drive, and also for me now the young riders are more aggressive. For me in the past, when we start, you have a little bit more, I want to call respect.
Okay.
But maybe it's not respect, it's more fair, you know? So you try to overtake, but you try to don't create a problem to the other one.
For sure.
Now the young riders is the opposite.
They're more aggressive.
Try to create a problem to the other one, you know? So this
But this is similar, I think, in Formula 1 as well.
It's the same,
But I think it's probably similar when I got there. I mean, I think I always had respect, but it may have been perceived as not as respectful as perhaps I am now.
Yeah. But
I give the space, but now others don't give the
don't
space.
Don't give the space, so it's the opposite. I remember when I hear the first time that Lewis changed from McLaren to Mercedes, and I say, why? But I think that was not a bad decision.
Yeah, I do. I think everyone thought the same thing, you know. But I think for me, who managed you? Because my father managed me till I was 24, 25.
I had a manager until 2007.
Okay.
But now I changed, and I have a small group of friends that help me.
It's the same for me.
Yeah.
But so once I got to Formula 1, it was I've been signed by McLaren when I was 13. I was within this great family. I learned a lot. I had an incredible experience during that period of time.
And 1 second, is true the story that you go to the Ron Dennis
when I was 10?
Like this and say, I need the car. Is true?
When I was 10.
When you was 10?
Yeah,
okay, this is good. Where you met him?
It was in London. So so we have something called, one of the awards is called the Autosport Awards.
Okay, one award. Okay.
Yeah, and there is all the big racing bosses and from Formula 1 and rally, and I went round when I was 10 and I went to get everyone's autograph.
Okay.
And my dad's like, hey, that's Ron Dennis. He's the boss of McLaren. And all I could think was Ayrton Senna as my favorite driver. So I went straight to him. I was like, hey, I'm Lewis Hamilton, and one day I want to be world champion in your car.
Okay.
Straight. Okay. And he wrote, he made a note in my book saying, phone me in 9 years and I'll give you a deal.
In 9 years, okay.
Yeah, but 3 years later he called me.
Yeah, great.
So it was really, I still have this book I need to put somewhere. I think one day I want to do like a small museum.
A museum, yes.
Yeah, for people to come and see what is possible, you know.
This is great.
And this book will be in there.
So, and you signed at 13 years old for McLaren straight?
Yeah.
Okay. But after you wait until 2007, why? Because of a limit of the age?
No, just it's the progression. I was racing in Italy till I was 16 in karting, Formula Super A.
In Italy?
In Italy.
In Italy. Why everybody come to race in Italy? Because it's a good level? Was a good level?
All the best kart manufacturers are in Italy.
Or there. Okay.
And the best tracks were in Italy. The tires, everything was just on another level. If you go to England, the driving style of the car is sliding. You have much harder tires. It's never hot. It's always raining.
Yes. Yeah.
When you come to Italy, the weather was always good. The tires were really sticky. So the challenge was just on another level, and all the best drivers came here. So I was traveling around Italy competing. It was one of the best periods of time in my life because I was eating a lot of gelato, a lot of pasta, a lot of pizza, and it was...
in Italy is a good life.
It was one of my favorite times in my career. But then I was with McLaren for so long, and the first time I was coming to the end of my contract. And I was like,
what year was?
End of 2012.
12, okay.
So I was thinking, okay, so what is the steps that I have to take? And at the time I did have management, but I wanted to do the decision myself, you know? So I looked at the different options that I had. I wrote the pros and cons for each team. Why, you know, where is this team going? Where is that team going? And Mercedes was a team that they were a part of my team before. So it was McLaren and Mercedes.
Yes.
Through my racing career, and then they went and bought their own team. But they were really struggling, as you know.
It was
like the fifth best team.
No?
But Ross Brawn came to my house
Ah, okay.
At my mom's house in the kitchen. We had tea. And he's saying to me, you know, he's telling me the different things they're doing to progress as a team. And I'm thinking to myself, this is very surreal, because I was watching the Grand Prix when, if you remember, like Magny-Cours, when Michael did 4 pit stops, and just watching their championships when Michael was winning. And I'm thinking, now the guys in my kitchen, or my mom's kitchen, wanted me to join the team, which was really awesome.
So Ross Brown convinced you?
It was Ross, and then it was Nicky.
Ah, Lauda.
Yeah, Nicky called me, hey, you must come to the team. This is the place. I'm like, Nicky, you're not winning races. How is that going to happen? He says, oh, go and meet Ross. He will tell you. And so it was a joint effort from those two.
Okay.
But I think it was, I'd seen people like yourself and Michael moving to a team which was not currently winning. But the idea of the journey to success with that team, you build something special.
It's something special, yes.
If you join the winning team already,
yeah, it's more normal.
There's less passion there. So I really wanted to see if that was possible. Yeah. Did I know it was going to happen? Of course not. I believed that at some stage we would win with the decisions that were being made, but it happened much sooner. And it's been consistent.
Straight since. First year you won?
We won our first race in 2013, one race.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and then, but it was a much more competitive year. And then 2014 with the V6 era, then we won, yeah.
Great choice.
Yeah.
For me, I'm nervous. Is a great emotion. It's fantastic. I think we will enjoy. Will be very interesting. I cannot wait to see Lewis on my bike. I think also Lewis we will enjoy a lot. I tried already the Formula One some years ago. I have some experience. I remember that was fantastic. And sincerely, a lot of time when I am with my friend or dinner, a lot of people always ask me about Formula One, so not about motorcycle.
Really?
How is the Formula One? So it's something that for a motorsport fan is something special, because I don't know how many people really drive Formula One in the world, but it's something different.
Yeah. For me, it's going to be a big emotion for me, big, very emotional day, I think. It was already a big honor to meet you in 2013 and to see your success and to see your drive even today. You inspire me. As you know, I'm the second oldest driver now in Formula One.
You are the second oldest. Yeah. I am the oldest.
We're similar.
We're the oldest. Kimi.
Yeah.
Kimi. Okay.
But just to see your success and your constant drive and drive for perfection, that inspires me, because I think we're similar in terms of our mentality in that respect. But to watch you weekend in, weekend out on the, even on my Grand Prix, we come in between the meetings, we're watching qualifying. You know, I follow the bikes and what you do so much. So to now get the opportunity to just to be on track with you and see you ahead honestly, it's gonna be crazy. And I don't think I'm gonna sleep tonight. You know, I got to ride the bike a couple of days ago. My own bike, the super bike, but your bike is, I've only dreamed of it, so it's going to be a dream tomorrow. And thank you so much for being here.
Doing this with me. It's a shame that we don't have two cars, that we go together.
I said that today.
Yeah.
This would have been so cool.
They have to bring another one.
I know, next time. But hopefully this is not the last time we get to do something cool like this. And I still have to come to the dirt bike track.
Yeah. If you like motocross, you have to come at the range. But you're always around the world, but no problem. When you want, we are there.
We've been saying this for the last, 3 years?
Yeah. It's from 2013-14 that you say that you come. But I'm sure that one time will happen.
When we were on Zimmer frames, we'll still be riding.
It's a great honor.
Well, that's mine.
I'm ready, yes.
1 minute, yeah.